Yo, what is up guys? I'm back and welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we are back on the sort of APC reviews, as today we're going to be taking a look at the APC Toys Demonic Whisper 2.0. That's right, there have been two versions that have come out. This is the second version with slightly better paint. The reason why I got this guy was, one, because I couldn't find the original for a good price. Second, Shozy Store, they actually had him and Arachnid in stock. I didn't get Arachnid, unfortunately, but I did get Soundwave. I used to actually own the original version as a kid, and I really wanted to get my hands on the mold again, even if it was slightly upscaled to fit the sort of APC style that they go with. But overall, I'm really excited to check this guy out because, as you guys know, I'm a massive Transformers Prime fan. Absolutely love the show, and I'm really excited as also the 15th anniversary is being celebrated next year, and you know your boy's going to be all part of that. He wants all in celebrating this fantastic show and its 15th anniversary. And we're going to start that off a little early by taking a look here at APC Soundwave. But with that, guys, I don't think we should waste any more time, and let's get straight to the review. Alrighty guys, here we are with the APC Toys Demonic Whisper, aka a APC rendition of Soundwave. Now this is actually their second version. There was the original version with a lot less paint, and this is technically the more accurate version. As you can see, it's got like those purple, pink sort of like little bits of detail, which really make him pop that much more. And I really do love it about this sort of design and the figure. But before we get to that, we're going to move him off to the side, and we're going to take a look here at his packaging. So as you can see here, we have this really sick render of Soundwave with his sort of tentacles, and you can see like a little bar on his face. On the top, Demonic Whisper. On the bottom, we have Soundwave again. On the side of the box, we have a side profile of, well, the side of his face. And we have another render of him. On the back of the box, render again. And yeah, that pretty much does it for the packaging. So taking a look at his detailing, as you can see, for an APC, as usual, he has a high amount of detailing. He is based off the RID toy line from Transformers Prime, at least like his body design, but as you can see, it is a lot different in terms of paint and a little pieces of sculpting here and there. Overall, the detailing is amazing on this guy. I love it, as well as the paint. And obviously his backpack, it's not that large, which this actually might be accurate to the show. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look. But overall, design's amazing. The design is truly just amazing. Now, he does come with a couple of accessories. So we're going to go and get into that. The first being this, which is a tentacle pack. Now, the tentacles, they actually are removable because they're two different pieces. So you have either 2 or 3 strings. And you can sort of mix and match. I like to put them where it's like 2 and 3 strings, and then you just kind of pop them into here. Now it can be a bit of a struggle to get the tentacles in there, so I would suggest that once you get the tentacles in, you don't move them around, because like I said, they are actually a pain to get them in. And obviously you have this back piece, and this is meant so that you can actually attach the tentacles onto Soundwave's back. You can attach them with this little hole here. So you just want to move the tentacles, and then you just want to plug it onto his back, and there you go. Now you have Soundwave deploying those really, really creepy tentacles that he has in the show. And his only other accessory is actually his Minicon. I'm gonna go and take it off. As you can see, he does have Laserbeak, and the way you transform it into his robot mode is you fold these up, angle the wings down, and there you go. You have Laserbeak, and it is basically just his chest piece, but I think the detailing is still nice in a way. Laserbeak was very simple in the show, and he does have a little plug that does allow you to kind of plug him into Soundwave's hand, which I think that's kind of cute. I think that can make for a couple of little cute moments for him, between him and his master. But yeah, there you go. Now then, getting to his articulation, he does have a ball joint at the head. It allows him to look up really far thanks to a hinge joint as well. It allows him to look down a pretty decent amount. You do get a full swivel at the arm. The arm can't really move out due to the sort of movement of the joint, but it can rotate in. Obviously, you do have a ball joint at the elbow piece, and it does allow for technically a double hinge joint, but that's also because of this little piece here. The hand can move in and out, but that's more for the transformation. Surprisingly, you have a unhinged waist swivel. The leg can kick up pretty decent amount. The leg can kick back about that far. You'd have to move the leg out a little bit in order to pull that off. You do get not that much of a spread, I'm going to be honest. You can't really spread them out all that well. You do get a swivel here. You do get a sort of a bend. This whole piece right here is kind of weird. It's like, it's sort of a bend, but it's not a bend, if that makes sense. The toe can move up and down. It's very tight, just keep that in mind. But overall, articulation, it's not terrible. You can tell from the articulation that it is a 2013, 2012, 2011 type of figure. So there you are. Now then, doing some quick size comparisons, Soundwave is actually, despite being a sort of deluxe class scaling, he's actually pretty decently sized. So first up, here he is with the deluxe class mainline Alpha Trion, which was my previous core class review. So as you can see, he does tower over Alpha Trion a little bit. Here he is with my previous APC review, being the Giant Hammer, aka Bulkhead. And as you can see, he's kind of around the same like level. He's around like the same size as Bulkhead in terms of height. Obviously, in terms of mass, Bulkhead easily takes the top. Just in case that you guys have any of these figures, so you guys get a good idea of his size, here he is next to the Deluxe Class TF1 Optimus Prime and the Deluxe Class TF1 Megatron. And there is one more scale that I want to do, which I think this one I feel like needs to be done due to the sort of just the amazing fight that they had in the show. So here is Soundwave next to a fellow APC figure, that being Wander Warrior, aka the Transformers Prime Wheeljack. And I just want to mention, these two had one of the coolest fights I've ever seen in Transformers. These two were going at it. Like, I absolutely love the way that these two were going at it. So there you go. Now, getting to his transformation, it's a bit of an interesting transformation. The way that this works is pretty simple. First, you take the hands, you fold them in. There is a plug you just want to kind of plug them into. In case you're wondering, it's this one right here. Just fold the hands in, and there is a plug here, which will go here. So you just kind of want to fold them like so, and these become the wings of his jet mode. Following that, you want to take this back piece, fold it out, fold out the engine piece. Then you want to fold the head in all the way and close it up. You want to fold the arms up, fold them out, fold them out like so. You want to make sure that the head isn't like being cheeky or anything like that. Sometimes the head likes to mess around and not want to go into place, so you just want to fiddle with it until it gets into place. Okay? Now the legs are a bit of an interesting case, so you want to start by folding the feet up, fold down the ankle spurts, and then you want to fold this whole piece up and connect it into place. As you can tell, this becomes the front of his sort of spy jet mode. If somebody knows the name of his vehicle mode in Transformers Prime, be sure to let me know in the comments. I genuinely don't know this guy's the name of this guy's alternate mode. But you just kind of want to fold these down until they line up, and then you just want to peg and tab everything together until it's nice and flush, like so. And to top it all off, this tab will go into either this tab or this tab. So you just want to use these joints to fold it in and tab it into place. And no, you do not have to remove Laserbeak for any of this. You can, but you don't have to. Just plug it in. And there you go. There is Soundwave in his jet mode. And this is a very nice looking jet mode. As you can see, the detailing all comes together and it makes it a very, very flush jet mode, which I think looks amazing. They did a really phenomenal job, APC. As you can see, just overall, the detailing and the sculpting is on point. This guy is just amazing. And it does bring me back to that, that older nostalgia of, getting this figure for the first time. Like when I first opened it up and I saw it, I was just like, man, it's crazy to me. It's crazy how much, these guys have evolved basically the last decade. But with that, guys, let's go to my overall thoughts and I'll give you guys my rating on this figure. Now then, what are my overall thoughts on this figure? Well, a couple of pros is that obviously his joints are nice and sturdy, the painting is absolutely on point along with the detailing, and the overall feel of the figure feels like he literally hopped right out of the show, which I absolutely love about it. The tentacles are super accurate and super movable, posable, and they don't really feel any more loose than you would think they would after messing with the figure for a while. The only con I would have is the fact that you have a hard time tabbing in the shoulders and the arms when you have Laserbeak on his chest, so that is a bit of a pain. But other than that, it's an amazing figure. It's absolutely remarkable. And I guess the only other thing is that I wish he came with the blaster. If somebody could let me know what that is in the comments, because I can't quite remember off the top of my head, I'd really appreciate that. But with that, my overall thoughts, if I were to give this figure an overall rating, I think I would give it a solid 9 out of 10. It's a really good figure. If you guys can find him at any point, I would highly recommend you guys get him, especially for you fellow Transformers Prime fans. He is on point. But with that, guys, that marks the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you're new, turn on that bell notification so you guys don't miss another video from your boy, and comment down below your thoughts on the APC Toys Soundwave from Transformers Prime. And with that, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good day, have a good night, and I'll catch y'all on the flip side.
Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. This is Optimus endorsing Thundermus Prime. It's prime time.